So you want to buy a Phenom 300. That's a lot of airplane you got there. Phenom 300 is a really serious business airplane. Super serious. It's known to be the highest performance civilian plane ever that is single pilot certified. It's in the light jet category, which to me has a stark difference than the very light jet category. Very light jets, in my opinion, are very big, small planes, while light jets are very small, big planes. What is he talking about? I know. Let me try it this way. Cirrus Vision is a really big, high-performance Cirrus, while the Phenom 300 is a very small Embraer. Anyway, you see what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. Sidebar concluded. Performance. There's a hell of a thing. Look at these numbers. I don't know if you've ever noticed, I only talk about single pilot airplanes. This whole channel is just me planning out for when I hit the Powerball. The single pilot limitation does mean that this is likely going to be the best performance that we see. The Pilatus PC-24 should be an interesting one though. Anyway, something to note. These types of jets normally fly mid 40,000 foot range over most commercial jets. So in case it wasn't obvious, people who own these planes are literally above us. Phenom 300 is definitely a, if you have to ask, you can't afford it sort of airplane. Well, we know we can't afford it, but we're asking anyway. And it says that it's super duper pooper scooper expensive. Interesting. The individual costs of jets like this aren't straightforward and don't fit our little model so well. So what I did was I added up all the stuff that you have to pay outside of insurance and hangar, and I put that in the annual spot. And then I took all the stuff that you spend while flying outside of fuel and reserve cost and lumped that into the maintenance. It's pretty close, though we're shooting from the hip a bit on this one. If you go out and buy a Phenom 300 and this video is the extent of your research, well, you reap what you sow. Phenom 300 is, as I've said, the highest performance airplane we've talked about on this channel to date. It's also the most expensive. Incidentally, my most recent video before this talked about World War I replica airplanes, which have the lowest performance and costs that we've seen on the channel, which serves as a small reminder, especially to those among us who have yet to officially take the plunge into aviation, whether as a private owner, competitor, professional, or even weekend renter, that aviation is vast. And whether the goal is to skim the treetops pretending to shoot wooden guns at imaginary red barons, or teleporting across the continent in a leather seat sipping gin and juice, or something in between, there's very likely a place where you'll fit in there somewhere. And while it can be intimidating to get started, once you do and get ready for the cheese, the sky's the limit. Aw, I know. But it's true. Anyway, Phenom 300. Thanks for watching. Thanks to channel members for making it possible. See you in the next.